Your bill is going to be $3,000. Thank you very much. If you're going to cause trouble, we're going to call the cops on you.
Police? Go ahead and call them.
Trouble Busters!
Damn it. Why isn't there a method to win 100% of the time when I gamble?
Sir, would you like to have some drinks at our bar?
Huh? But I'm sure you guys are expensive.
It's all you can drink for $30 an hour.
Really? That's cheap. An hour later, my name's Tom. I'm 35, and I was comforting myself because I was upset after gambling and losing. It seems like I was.
Your bill is going to be $3,000. Thank you very much.
After I got drunk and became clueless, I was at a rip-off bar. You're kidding me! Oh, hold on a second. This is strange.
Yes? What's so strange to you?
The bill! I'm talking about the bill! What the heck is this price? I'd afford a toy poodle!
Well, you have to pay for what you enjoyed.
Enjoyed? But I've only been here for an hour!
Yes.
I couldn't have possibly spent so much in an hour!
You're gonna have to take a look at the breakdown. You're gonna pay, right?
Why do I have to pay $400 per glass of drinks for the girls?
You can complain all you want, but that's the price.
Wasn't this supposed to be $30 per hour?
That's right.
Why isn't it reflected?
Oh, it's reflected.
Well, that part alone, you're charging me way too much for something I never agreed on. Manager! Manager!
Yeah?
What's going on, Tate?
This guy's complaining and saying that he doesn't want to pay his bill.
That is not okay. You're gonna pay. This is definitely okay. How did a $30 all-you-can-drink suddenly become a $3,000 bill? This doesn't make any sense.
This is our regular price. If you're going to cause trouble, we're going to call the cops on you.
What? I'm sure you guys would be in trouble if I called the cops. Are you guys gonna be okay? Are you serious?
We're serious about our business.
You're not our customer. If you're not gonna pay your bill,
We make sure you are aware of that pricing, and you're trying to get away without paying. Isn't it clear to anyone who's in the wrong?
huh? The police? What the heck? Go ahead and call them.
What?
Do you really think you can squeeze money out of me? A guy who won't even pay back the money he borrowed? All based on this kindergarten level logic? I mean, come on! I've got exactly 35 bucks in my wallet right now. I'm not gonna pay this bill. Trouble busters. That threat isn't gonna work. We're trying to be polite, and you just run your mouth like there's no tomorrow. Someone who's trying to be polite wouldn't be charging me a ridiculous $3,000 bill. How's this ridiculous? The breakdown of this $3,000 bill is all here. And the breakdown is completely ridiculous. I don't care what you consider ridiculous. In that case, you should have mentioned it to begin with. That's right. That doesn't even make sense. We kept our promise, so you better keep yours to keep this humane. Someone humane wouldn't be charging me like this. Besides, a person who's trying to keep things humane won't even try to be so intimidating. It's because you're trying to look for something to complain about, just to get away without paying. I'll pay for what I agreed on. Here. This isn't nearly enough! Oh, give me a break. In that case, go ahead and call the police. The police.
Without you telling us, we can call the police with just one call. Don't you get we're having mercy on you by not calling them?
No, I don't get it at all. You guys... Terrific, Tom's cell phone. Power on. The battery is dead. Please charge your phone more frequently. Anyway, you can call the police if you want. We'll finish you off by calling the police, but we're trying to settle this peacefully. I see. This is bad. This is really, really bad. I thought this would be easy if I either called the cops or Aiden. Damn it. If I knew this would happen, I would have gotten up early in the morning. Yikes. I'm gonna be late. I need to take the phone with me. Oh no, I forgot to charge it. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. If only I charged my phone. If only I woke up early enough. That was such a huge mistake. This is bad. You're looking at me so skeptically. If they sense my weakness, they're gonna get me. I need to act as if I had a secret plan. Somehow get away with this. Anyway, I'm going to pay you guys $30. I said, and that's because I was told that this was an all-you-can-drink for $30. But it turns out that it's not $30, and this is going to be considered fraud. Fraud? You're making it sound bad! That's all I could say to retaliate about this. The overcharging scams. The store presents a bill, and the customer pays willingly. That's the system. The fraud charges only apply when someone is tricked into handing over money or goods. So technically, it's hard to bust a place for fraud just for overcharging. Ugh, this is turning into a real pain.
We're charging you what's only considered normal.
If the bar tries to force or threaten the customer into paying, that would count as extortion. If they lay a hand on you, you're looking at assault charges. But in cases like this, you need to have some kind of proof. Recordings, videos, anything. Of course, my phone's dead, and honestly, I really don't want to get hurt.
We're charging you what's only considered normal. You enjoyed the time here. That's for sure, right?
Well, that's for sure.
In that case, you need to pay. You can't possibly get away without paying when you enjoy the services here, right? You would get that, right?
That's only if the contract that followed the proper steps.
Contract?
A contract stands when you ask, I'm selling you this at this price. Is that okay? And I answer, yes, that's okay.
You enjoyed the service, and it already stands.
It doesn't stand just because I enjoyed the service. I decided to receive the service based on the condition that I agreed on. And that is the only way it would stand. What are you even talking about?
In that case, you should have asked.
Should have asked?
Yeah, that's right. You had all the chances to ask, right? But you didn't. And that falls on you. You're gonna pay this bill.
Most people won't ask.
I don't want you forcing me what you think most people would do.
And right back at you. This is what you're doing.
You can go on as many rides as you want, and it'll only be $30.
That's cheap.
I'll pay. The clown picked up your kid, right? That's a separate charge. You're paying $300.
But you never told me that.
It's your fault that you didn't ask.
Do you get it? That's exactly what you're doing. No one would ever agree to this and pay for the extra charge. You'll end up with a bunch of complaints. Anyways, I'm going to pay $30.
I said,
and that's because I was told that it's all you can drink for $30. But it only turns out that it wasn't an all you can drink for $30. This is fraud.
Stop saying it's fraud. You were responsible for asking. We would have clarified if you had asked the questions.
No, you should have clarified without me asking. If you can legally charge me with this method, we might as well get rid of the law.
We can't be telling you how much we're charging for every single thing we charge.
Maybe you don't have to. You should have it in writing on the menu. I checked the menu, but none of this was on the menu. Is there a reason why you didn't list it on the menu?
That's none of your business.
Yes, it is. You're telling me to pay, so now this contract doesn't stand. If, at the time of billing, charges are added for items the customer did not agree to in advance, or if items were added to the order without the customer's knowledge, then payment is only required and will only be made for what was explicitly ordered and agreed upon. Legally speaking, if there is no mutual agreement between the customer and the business regarding the service and its price, the customer is not obligated to pay for it.
Are you trying to talk about the legal stuff just to get away with what you enjoyed?
Of course, the customer is entitled to the right to refuse payment for any charges that weren't agreed upon. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's only natural. If you guys have the right to charge anything that wasn't agreed upon, you'd be able to do whatever you want. Am I wrong?
I get to do whatever I want at my bar.
No, it doesn't work that way.
why not? In that case, what about the charged appetizer that you pay for when you get seated at an izakaya?
Yeah, Tate, you have a point.
There's no prior explanation about those appetizers, but you'll be charged for it. And the customer, if that's something that's legal,
What we're doing is completely legal too.
you enjoyed all the drinks you wanted, and you're in the wrong for complaining that you don't want to pay for your bill.
That's right. And that's why we're telling you that we're going to call the cops on you. We're making it sound like it's the same thing, but it isn't anything like those appetizers. Although those appetizers aren't typically stated in the menu, you can't complain to the izakaya to say that you thought it was free when you already ate it.
See? You just said it yourself.
You're going to pay this bill. I'm still talking, so just listen. Since it wasn't clearly stated that there was a charge, one could argue that no contract was formed. However, the person who ate the appetizer received a benefit and may therefore be required to pay the value for that benefit. And that's exactly what you're doing. However, I decided to come to this bar because this guy told me that there's going to be an all-you-can-drink for $30. And that's why I'm telling you that this is an entirely different case. You said it's an all-you-can-drink, but you're actually telling me that there were separate charges, and you can't obligate me to pay for those things unless you clarified those things prior. The restaurants that do all-you-can-eat, drink, or eat always make sure to do so. They clarify certain menu items that aren't part of the deal, but you guys didn't do that. This means that you never had your customer agree to pay for those extra charges, and it doesn't work that way.
I never said it was going to be all you can drink for $30.
Are you saying that at this point?
That's good, Date. Well, he probably didn't say it.
That's not gonna work. No, I trust Tate.
Thanks. I live my life diligently.
I'm sure there had been a lot of people that he's been trying to talk into coming to this bar.
Oh,
It's only going to be a matter of time before your lies are revealed.
well,
What the heck? Was he saying that without even thinking about it? This guy never brings me good news. He's in trouble. So now, I need to shift my direction. I can't end this whole trouble by simply winning this argument. If I corner them too much, I'm sure these guys are gonna start getting physical. By then, either way, I only have $35 in my wallet, and I can't pay the extra charges. 35? Or else, I wouldn't have chosen to come here if I knew that this won't be an all-you-can-drink for $30. I can't pay for what I don't have. I'm sure it'll be a hassle for you to collect money from someone who doesn't have any money.
what about the ATM?
I don't believe in carrying money into tomorrow. If I had that money, I'd spend it on my dream.
What about a credit card or a financial firm?
I never get approved for credit cards. A financial firm. I borrowed too much and they won't lend me anymore. Not happening. What the heck? He's truly the last customer we wanted. How rude. I have $30 though. That's too petty for us. I mean, you experienced it firsthand, so I'm sure you get it. The appeal of overcharging must be that you can squeeze so much money out of people that it feels worth the risk, right? But then, if the person you caught was someone who couldn't make money and was time-consuming, might as well give up at that point. You'd release small fish even if you catch it. It's the same thing. It's not worth your cost and effort. Okay then, just leave the damn $30. I'm glad this worked out. Tate, never bring a broke guy like him again. I'm sorry. That was so close. I thought they were going to kill me. But it's so frustrating to know that there are guys like him still around. All right, time to clean up. I'm not letting them get away with this. Trouble busters. The next day. What? My bill is $6,000? Manager! Hey, you better pay this bill. We ended up not collecting $3,000 from the other guy. I don't know anything about the other guy. This wasn't what we agreed on.
Agreed on what?
You said that this was all you can drink for $30.
I never said that.
Please stop yelling at me. He's a perfect target that we could have found. Since we couldn't collect $3,000 from that silver-haired guy, we're gonna collect it all from this guy. I don't have enough money, so can I call my friend? Oh, really? Are you gonna ask your friend to pay?
Hurry up and call them over. We're busy too.
Great job, Tate.
Thank you, sir.
Was this supposed to be 60,000? Is this enough? Why is Aiden from Blue Financial Firm, a ruthless and violent loan shark here? What is it? You asked for 60,000, so I brought it here. I'm sorry. Aiden, it's 6,000, not 60,000. Oh, no, sir. We're only charging you $30. That's not what Alan said. What's with this bar? Tate mistakenly said it wrong. Right, Tate? No, you were trying to take money from me. Look, that was also a mistake. You guys keep making mistakes, huh? I'm sorry. We'll be more careful moving forward. Huh? Moving forward? You guys don't have anywhere to move forward from this point. Please have mercy. We just made some mistakes, and we had no malicious intentions. Even if he had paid us 6,000, we would have realized our mistakes right away and paid him back for the excess money. You better stop giving me all your BS. I'm telling the truth. This was an unfortunate mistake, and that's all there is to it. Aiden. Yikes. An audio recorder. Since when? I asked for it. The heck do you punks think you're doing here? Losers like you are nothing but a nuisance. I'll leave the 60,000 here. To be precise, I'll let you borrow it. Borrow? Wait, never asked for that. Who do you think you are to talk to him like that? George, you enjoy charging your customers for the charges that no one is asking for, and you're not entitled to say that you don't want to be forced with something that you don't want. If you do that, you're as guilty as we are. You don't have the right to criticize us. I haven't been criticizing you guys. I'm not a hero of justice or anything. I'm not a clean loner either. Right. In that case, we should discuss this. Rather than criticizing you guys, I'm here to destroy you guys. Yikes! What we do is nothing to be praised, but we make sure we charge 10% per 10-day cycle before we lend money. We make our clients borrow after making them agree on that. You should have told us before. Why do we have to be kind enough to give you prior notice when you guys deceive people? I told you that I'm not a hero of justice. You're going to lose money with the exact method you've been using on your victims. I'm sure this suits you well. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it's a great opportunity for you to learn that a ridiculous person gets punished by a ridiculous person at the end of the day. If you don't want this, you can perhaps call the police. Police? If we call the police, we'll get arrested. Of course. That's because you said something bad. The $60,000 that I'm lending you will be at a 50% interest rate at a 10-day cycle. What? You better hurry up and pay it back, or else things will be too late. I'll be sending Jim for a collection service here every day, so expect him. Every day? We can't rip off our customers in that case. I can't stand low-life scum like you, so don't expect any mercy. I'm coming for you, just like I always have. Just like you always have. You're scaring us.
All right, let's proceed to the promissory note.
Don't worry, I'll make sure I clarify everything. I'll be sincere with you guys, so you guys don't have to agree with it. Actually, you have no choice but to agree to it. Yikes, his face is serious about this battle. We'll never rip off our customers, so please forgive us. And so, I spilled the whole story to Aiden. As expected, he sent Alan to crack down on the scam bar scene. George and Tate, buried under $60,000 in debt, which eventually ballooned past $200,000, were finally introduced by Aiden to a job as infrastructure workers on a private island recently bought by some celebrity. I didn't build my muscle strength for something like this. And this was how Scam Bar disappeared. But then, this doesn't mean that all scam bars in the world are gone. Do not let them deceive. There's no way you'd be at an all-you-can-eat bar that you get surrounded by beautiful girls. You should step back at that point. Notice it. Do not go near it. Run for your life. Hey, Tom, you better pay back what you owe. You're already overdue. A hyena? I'm not a hyena. Besides, you have a debt. You don't deserve to be enjoying a bar. If you're struggling to pay me back, I can hook you up with a job. No, thank you. I gotta work now. Money is the second most important thing after my life. You better prioritize paying me back. Trouble Busters.